Yeah, that is who you are. It's a dream maker. Well, I'll tell you, you can't, for the people that don't have the 8 amp hour new 21700 XR 20-volt battery, let me tell you, there is a huge difference in size. Obviously, I already did a video on the 8 amp hour, doing a little bit of a closer look, but I mean, it is an absolute huge difference. And remember, the 9 is really the same size as the 12. On camera, it doesn't look like there's that big of a difference, but holy smokes, there is. That might be the best one. Dream maker, miracle worker. All right, folks. So just in now, I believe this is available for pre-order, and some retailers might already have it. This is the new Dewalt DCB1106. All right. I talked about this. I did a video on this about a month ago. DeWalt is releasing 2 new chargers. By far, DeWalt has the most complex amount of chargers probably out of any tool company out there. They got so many chargers, whether it's the DCB 107, I think they have like the 109, the 112. You know, they got one point. I think this is the 107. I want to say this is probably like a 1 amp charger. Maybe it's a 2. Can't quite remember. But this is the smallest. And let me tell you, that is coming off the wall because that thing takes a long, long time to charge a battery. But they got a 6 amp, which is right here, your DCB 1106. And they're going to have a 12 amp fast charger. All right. Now, if you already have their DCB 118, okay, this is their fast charger. Now, this is an 8 amp, okay? This is a 6 amp, all right? The big difference kind of is, though, this cannot charge your 12-volt batteries, all right? So this will not do your 12-volt batteries. But, of course, it'll do your 20-volt, okay? And it'll do your flex volt batteries. All right. They're priced, guys. You know, that's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really sure why DeWalt made this charger. All right. So this is going to retail for $79. And we're going to open it in a second. We'll go over it real quick. But this retails for $79. The DCB 118 retails for $89. All right, so you got 79 for a 6 amp, 12 volt, 20 volts, flex volt, 89 for just flex volt and 20 volt. All right, 8 amp. All right, now the new 12 amp charger is $99. Okay, so you have 79, 89, and the new 12 amp is going to be $99. So I don't know, to spend an extra $20 and get the 12 amp. I think this is really going to be taking over. The only reason or the only thing I can think of why they kind of came out maybe with this 6 amp charger. Now, I do know this is going to almost immediately start to come out in some of their kits. All right. So maybe you're getting the new, I don't know, they're coming out with a new, if they come out with a new, you know, impact wrench. All right. You know, maybe they're coming out with a new stubby compact themselves, DeWalt, right? It'll probably be coming with the DCB1106, all right? So I think their plan is to kind of replace, you know, a lot of their older, you know, the 107, 112, 115, whatever the heck, you know, these numbers are. The older chargers. Yeah, the 115 is one of them. If you get their 12-volt stuff, that comes with the DCB 112, all right, which is not really a bad charger. Actually, it's better than this one. And the 112 will do 12 and 20 volt and flex volt as well. But they got the DCB 115. I know that's another one. But I think this is going to take the place of all that, of all those chargers. And again, this is going to be instituted in a lot of future kits that are going to be coming out. You're going to be getting the DCB 1106 here. Now, again, if you're going to buy a bare charger, though, that's the thing. So I think maybe that's what they're planning on doing. It's the only thing that makes sense. Because if you're going to go out and buy a charger, don't you think an extra $20 instead of a 6, you're getting a 12? Okay. And besides that, they're exactly the same, guys. And I'm going to go over some of the features of it because they did add a couple cool little features. But let's open her up. What's up, Steven Strong? Yep, they got fans. Thomas, what's up, buddy? Craftman, Greg. DC, yeah, well, Leo, Greg Bonnet, SMMS, Nick Watts, Flip, Tumat, Ryan Escobar, Renato, Kona Days, Yogi, Stephen Graham, Homeland Plumbing, Gearhead. All right, so let's crack this sucker open. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably wouldn't get this one. I know people are probably gonna ask, you know. Listen, I would definitely not replace this. Now, again, the only reason I wouldn't get this, and it's pretty simple. There's only one reason. One, for another $10, you can get the 12 amp that'll do 12 volt, 20 volt, and flex volt. The reason why I probably wouldn't buy this one is because, you know, the 12 volt, DeWalt's 12 volt platform, a lot of people are really liking it. A lot of people in DeWalt, you know, who like DeWalt tools. So, you know, to kind of get this, and then, you know, you kind of have to have another charger set up somewhere. Now, again, if you have this and you're not using any of the 12 volt stuff, it's fine. But I'm talking about going out and buying one bare bones. This would probably be the last one I would get. I would probably get this one over it, only because this is a 6, this is an 8. So really not that much of a difference time-wise, you know, maybe, you know, 10 minutes on like a 10 minutes on like a 6 amp hour battery or something, you'll see. But besides that, you know, Jonathan Nance in the house. We love him. Oh, I might not even need it. Of course I need it. You are here. In the mist. And I'm gone. And there we have it. All right, so it's actually, a pretty compact charger. That's the one thing about the Dewalts and Makitas. Obviously their chargers are going to be a little bit more compact than Milwaukee's, right? With Milwaukee, you kind of got to have 2 ports everywhere for your 12 volt, right? You don't have to do that. I mean, look at the size difference between these two. Now, obviously, this is only like a 2 amp charger, but, comparing this to the supercharger. Now, again, I believe the 12 amp is basically the same size as, I don't know. So I don't want to say that. But compared to your rapid charger, it's definitely more compact. No doubt. All right, a little bit longer, but you don't have this whole bottom piece hanging out here. And we'll go over the measurements. But, all right, so, pretty self-explanatory to charger. What you do have here now, guys, is you have some another indicator. All right, so you got stage 1 charging, stage 2 charging, pack charged, and hot cold delay. All right, obviously your hot cold delay, that is, it's not going to start charging until that battery cools down. All right, so you got an indicator for that. Now your stage 1 charging, all right, now that is going to blink, okay, until the battery is 80% charged. All right, so Dewalt claims with this charger here, the DCB1106, that it can charge a 5 amp hour battery 80% in under 45 minutes. All right, so probably 42 minutes. It'll charge a 5 amp hour battery up to 80%. So when you get to the stage 1, as soon as you put your battery on, and we'll go over, I will plug this in. It's going to blink. This is going to blink. Boop, 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 boop. Stage 1. Now, once this is 80% charged, this is going to be a solid color, and then your stage 2 will start blinking. Okay? And then when that is charged, the third indicator will stay a solid color, and everything will be, it'll notify you that the pack is charged completely. So you got an extra indicator, and that's actually one of the first things that they talk about with this charger is that extra, they call it double stage charging. So you got stage 1, stage 2, but very nice design, and it's this thing is not hollow at all. All right, now this is double insulated. Okay, so it's got a double insulated design, so in case you kind of drop it, yeah, exactly. And you do have wall mounts. All right, and it's 5.25 inches, if you can see that. All right, DCB1106, 5.25. I bet you there. Yep. Your DCB118 is 5.25 as well. So, again, I haven't seen the 12 amp charger, but I would not be surprised if it's the same size as this. All right, so that was what my point was here. You got your supercharger here, and if you don't have the supercharger, it's a big charger. All right, so again, by having the slide-on packs, all right, I mean, this is pretty compact here. I mean, it's literally half the size of Milwaukee's. Okay. But yeah, 5.25 inches. We move over the 118. You got latching, all right, for safe transport, so everything will, all right. And here's your 12 volt, your DCB 122. So obviously the big advantage to this over the rapid charger, you do your 12, you do your 20, and you got your flex volt. All right, latches right in there. All right, you don't got to worry about anything kind of sliding out. All right, $79. Okay, so you know they don't really kill you, DeWalt, with their chargers compared to some other companies. If you know Makita, I mean their charger. That's why I always tell people you got to get the kits with Makita, because their charger was $99. So, and maybe it dropped to $79 now, and I'm not saying you can't kind of get it cheaper than that. But if you've been watching my Home Depot videos for the last 4 or 5 years, you always hear me, Robert, thank you, brother. Miguel, thank you, Miguel. Miguel Castel, thank you. Delgado, what's up, Joshua? Haven't seen you in a long time. K Bizzle. Steven Vladimov. DeMacel, what's up? Thank you, Miguel. Appreciate that. Romero, what's up, buddy? What's the difference between the Flow 94? 5 inches is fine. Miss Quivers. Romero, I'm trying to get your... I lost you. Where's my man Romero? Romero's an old friend. What's the difference between the Flow Flex and the Lithium? Are you talking about the Flow? I mean, you mean the Flex Volt? Romero, if you mean the Flex Volt, this is a 60 volt and a 20 volt, or really a 54 and an 18 volt battery pack. All right. So this battery will charge your Flex Volt tools that are 60 volt, and it'll power your, did I say charge? This will power your 60 volt Flex Volt tools, and this will power your 20 volt DeWalt power tools. This is just a 20 volt battery. All right. So you can't use this on their 60 volt tools. It only works on their 20 volt. And obviously this will just, little toy here. Little baby here, you're just so cute. Yeah, and isn't she special? All right, so that will do your 12 volt. But let's charge her. Let's see how she does. So you get a 6-foot cord as well. All right, so that's good. All right, and this is good too. You know, you see a lot of people putting, and I'm wondering who's going to be the first company to kind of come out with an attachment, right? Where you can kind of, and you see them a lot. If you go on Instagram, kind of people are making their own, you know, whether it's Milwaukee Pack Out or the DeWalt Tough System. What they're doing is they're making little charge ports integrated into their Tough System box or their Pack Out box. Yeah, a lot of pictures on Instagram with them, but that's, yeah, there's so many ways with these accessories now. For sure. Thank you again, Robert and Miguel. So let's charge this baby in. Plug her in. She freshens every day. Gets dirt and grime out of your way. Plug her in, plug her in. All right, so you got your 6-foot cord. So awesome. If you have any of Ryobi's older chargers, you know you got like a foot, maybe 2 feet with their little cord. But you get a nice 6-foot cord here. I like it. It's such a, you know, if you have some of the, you know, again, the DCB1107, the 112 or the 115, you know, they're very kind of like hollow inside. You know what I'm talking about? You know, like you can almost, if you shake it. I mean, this thing, again, double insulated. We went over to wall mounts. It's nice. Now, I believe the 12 is I don't know. I think it is yellow. Not that that matters, but yeah, 99 for the 12. Again, and you got the nice 6 amp logo here. I would not buy this charger. Again, over the 12 amp for $20. I just think the 12 amp charger is going to give you more bang for your buck. It's going to charge, there's a big difference from 6 amp to 12 amp. From 6 amp to 8 amp, it's not that big a deal. And to lose your 12 volt charging capabilities with the, the rapid charger, is that what or the fast charger, I think DeWalt calls it. I would get this over the fast charger, but I would definitely not get it to save $20. But again, this is going to be coming in a lot of their future kits. All right, their 20 volt kits, probably their flex volt kits. Some of them, maybe, I don't know, they might phase that fast charger out. I have no idea. Now, from what I was told, their 12 amp charger is also going to come with some kits in the future. All right. I think that's a couple years out, or at least a year out, but they do have plans, they said, for that. But anyway, so like I said, we'll start with the 12. All right. So blinking. All right. Blinking red. Yeah. That one's charged. I think I charged all these suckers. That wouldn't be good. I got one up. Oh, yeah, this is good. All right, so here's my 9. Flex volt, baby. And again, what's cool, clicks on. You can actually, if this works better for you in a tight spot, obviously you can hang it up on the wall as well. But this, if you're going to use this to charge flex volt batteries, this thing is a lot lighter than this battery. All right. So, I mean, I don't think, just over time, you keep loading this on here. Boom. Oh, sorry. Probably couldn't see that. You kind of have this on the wall, and just be careful. But yeah. And most people don't put these on the wall. Some people do. All right. So this is stage 1 charging. All right. It'll be a different color when it goes to stage 2. All right. It'll be completely solid when it's charged. Okay. See, actually, I should have looked this up because I actually thought, yeah, this is no big deal. Yeah. I mean, their number one thing with this charger, guys, was that it has stage 1 and stage 2 charging. I mean, it's basically, I think you got another color here. All right. That's basically it. Obviously, with all chargers, once it's a solid color, all right, I'll have to see when this charges. But this might be your hot, cold. Yeah, because it kind of tells you on here. All right, so this will start kind of blinking. Here, let me show you. Flow Flex. All right, so let me take this off. You see on their little chart here, it's got 2 different lights on it, right? You got, like, on the hot cold delay, that is filled in yellow, and then that's blank. That's all right. So you got 2 lights. The old school ones just had, well, they kind of had 2 as well. That's what I'm saying. I thought so. Except with this one, it's kind of like 1 bulb. I mean, there's really nothing, pack charged, hot, cold delay. So they added 1 extra little, feature, but I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. I think honestly, yeah. Well, with a charger, it's hard to market it and be like, oh man. What they should have did is added a USB. All right. And that's another thing that DeWalt, we know Milwaukee doesn't do it at all, right? Milwaukee doesn't have one charger that has a USB. Now, their dual charger, right? Their regular dual charger, it's been out a couple years. That does have USB, like the Makita here. I'm wondering if any single 18 volt. Yeah, I think the Metabo has a USB. I'm pretty sure the Metabo has a USB. But, I don't know. I don't, unless, no, Rigid obviously doesn't. Ryobi doesn't have a USB, right? Now, Ryobi does with that dual charger as well, but not with, a single battery pack charger. But anyway, so you got an extra little indicator here. Basically what it's going to do is just tell you when you have 80% in case you're in a rush and you can't wait. I think that's a marketing thing, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're waiting 45 minutes, all right, it ain't like, if you have a half an hour lunch break, you're going to wait a half an hour. All right. If you have the time, right, it says, it'll charge a 5 amp hour battery in 45 minutes. You're going to let it charge completely. But if you're not, you're not. It ain't like once you hit this holy grail, 80%. Oh, wow, that's awesome. All right. Like, I don't know where that kind of came from. You're going to let it charge how much time you have. Whoa, Robert. Robert, thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, man. What's up, Rusty? Samuel, what's up, buddy? Thank you, man. I haven't listened. Well, I kind of know. I know 94 is talking about Stern. I think they're still doing it out of the house. Chester, Amos, man, a lot of people on today. Thank you again, Robert Bates, Miguel, of course, and of course my man Samuel. Hey, Sam, hope everything's doing good. I know he was sick there for a while. I'm sure he's 100% cured. I don't know if did you ever have the COVID there, Sam? I don't know if I ever asked you. But anyway, with these two new chargers, guys, the main feature, and my battery's kind of dying, is you kind of have faster charging, all right, for your 12 volt. All right, that's the big thing. All right. Obviously, their fast charger has been out for 2.5 years. And remember, that's an 8 amp charger. So it'll charge your flex volt and 20 volt batteries a little bit quicker than this one. But again, it does not feature 12 volt charging. This one does. This will charge every DeWalt